What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri, back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 5. And we're going to discuss the promo pictures and some news about the episode, but obviously spoiler warning about the episode. But we don't have the spoilers for this episode. We're not sure if they're going to come out or not, but we're just going to break down the trailer a little more, the promo pictures, the trailer from the summer, and what may happen, and what we would like to see happen. But obviously, spoiler warning for Season 9, Episode 5. And if you love The Walking Dead family, and all things Walking Dead, this is the channel for you. Become a valued member of the PT channel and our Walking Dead family by hitting that subscribe button. Photo credits, obviously, to AMC and The Walking Dead, giving credit to them for sure. I have a whole video about the opening minutes breakdown. In that video, we talk about the opening minutes of Season 9, Episode 5, with Rick, the hallucinations, Rick getting off the rebar, and how he gets off the rebar. Does he get help? Does he get saved? Does he do it himself? Well, if you watch that episode, you know that he gets saved by himself. He's hallucinating, losing blood. He gets off of the rebar, crawls to the horse, and gets away, which is great because it gives us hope that Rick may still live. He's not eaten by walkers. He's not devoured by walkers. So there is a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Yes, I know a lot of people want Rick to live. I do too. But I just don't think it's going to happen. But will we see whispers? Will we see walkers try to kill Rick? What's going to happen with the white horse? Who is Rick pointing this gun at? Will we see a whisperer? And I'm not sure if we're going to get the spoiler Q&A from the Spoiling Dead fans or any other spoiler information. And I'm okay with that because I kind of want to know what's going to happen when I watch the episode. Is Rick going to die or not? To me, it makes sense that he does. Just because it's his last episode, his final episode. We're not going to see Rick Grimes anymore, potentially. Will walkers bite him? Will walkers devour Rick? Or does he just die from the blood loss from the rebar? A lot of people don't like the idea that Rick fell on a piece of rebar and he's going to die from that because of the horse. Some people are getting pissed at the horse for doing that. And I would assume that the horse is going to die with the herd. Rick's going to probably fall off the horse. The horse is going to get devoured by walkers, just like the very first episode of the series. And I think we're going to see a lot of those connections. Like Rick riding to a city. Rick looks to go to this shack. Rick finds a shack, probably passes out on the chair or something there on the porch. We're probably going to see walkers inside the house. Rick may get away from the herd for a little bit, but this is probably the house that Rick stops at. I'm not sure what Cardile is, what this is all about, but these are a lot of the promo pictures that we're going to go over. But Rick went to a house before he got into Atlanta, and he got a horse. That could be a callback there. There's going to be some walkers inside the shack that are probably going to get out of it. Probably one of those walkers are probably the walker from the trailer where Rick is sitting and he kind of turns towards the walker, and we're not sure if it was a whisper or what, but kind of looks like that walker right there from the San Diego Comic-Con trailer over the summer. And if you look at the walker that's dead center on you right in this picture, to me, it looks like the same walker from that trailer right here. I see a connection there, the tooth missing, the face. I think that Rick collapses on the front porch of that shack. One of those walkers or all the walkers escape out of that. Rick's got to fight him off. Rick somehow survives and keeps moving down the way. Walkers are coming after Rick. They're probably coming to the campsite too. I would assume the bridge is going to get destroyed because that's the only way to protect everyone at the campsite because there's a lot of walkers. A big herd is coming. I'm not sure if we're going to see a whisper. Is this a whisper or just a walker over the bridge coming towards the camp? And to me, it just makes sense that the bridge is going to be destroyed because that's the only way to save everyone at the camp, and all that hard work for nothing. So Rick's vision for the future is in jeopardy. We've heard that and seen that in a bunch of synopsis for the first half of Season 9. And a little fun fact here, those are the same boots that Rick, Andrew Lincoln, has been using since the very first season. He's had them repaired and repatched several times, but they're the same boots. Rick is clearly injured, losing a lot of blood. And that's what makes me think that he's not going to make it because of blood loss. Major blood loss. He had a piece of rebar going through his body. He needs immediate surgery to stay alive. Judith, Michonne are going to be a big driving force for the future of the series. I just don't see Rick surviving for several reasons, but also if Rick's going to go away, he's eventually going to come back. But why would it say Rick's last episode if Rick can eventually come back? Judith and Michonne are Rick's life, Rick's family, along with Daryl and Carol and everybody. But Carl's gone, and I think Rick is going to join Carl, and hopefully we see some connection in the episode for that. And however it goes down, I hope Michonne has a final goodbye with Rick. I think Scott is either telling Michonne here that Maggie is here, or got a radio message that Rick is in trouble and the campsite is in trouble. We saw Scott deliver a message before. What is the message? That Maggie is there at Alexandria? Because we know Maggie's going to be at Alexandria to go talk to Negan, to go want to kill Negan, or actually try to kill Negan, or what actually happens in the episode. But I want to see Maggie and Michonne talk, and what actually happens with that. I want to see Maggie interact with Negan. Lauren Cohan probably has one more episode. So this is Rick's final episode in 905, but Lauren Cohan is going to be gone probably after 906. But the word being that she'll return in season 10. So why does she leave? And who does she kill with that crowbar right there? Most likely a walker, I would assume. But I want to see Maggie and Negan interact. I liked the interaction with Michonne and Negan last episode. I want to see Maggie talk to Negan, Jadis, Anne, whatever you're calling this woman, or whatever her real name is. Pollyanna McIntosh in real life. But the actress is awesome. And I like this character. She's very complex, and I kind of like that. But will she call the helicopter and save Rick? She's got her gun, she's got the radio, and she's probably going to communicate with the helicopter pilot and the helicopter people. But she has nothing to trade. She has no A. Or is she an A? What is she going to do? Is she calling the helicopter for her to get away? She's trying to take the helicopter. Does the helicopter come to save Rick? Does she say, nah, I'm good, helicopter people, I'm going to stay here actually and help my group here with Father Gabriel, and we're going to move on? Or does she get on the helicopter and ride out? A lot of people want Rick to be on the helicopter. Rick gets patched up, and bing, bada, boom, Rick comes back at you in a later season. That would be great, but why would you say it's his last episode if that's a possibility? Just don't say anything at all. We didn't see this yet in the series. We haven't seen this in the episode. I haven't seen it at least. And it's the picture that Anne drew of the organist from Father Gabriel's church. But I just don't know what Father Gabriel's up to. I would assume he interacts with Jadis this episode, and I'm not sure how long the episode is. Hopefully it's an extended episode. I mean, I want an hour and a half of full Walking Dead good stuff. But Father Gabriel is going to be something with Jadis, I would assume, because why would they build all this up if it's not going to come around in the episode? And do you think we're going to see a Whisperer here? I would love to. I just feel like the Whisperers will not come around till after Rick is gone, which sucks because I want to see Rick interact with Alpha and Lydia and Beta and everything. I just want to see that. But the walkers are going to be a problem here. It takes me back to the pilot episode, season 6. And I think that's where we're getting a lot of connections from prior seasons, which is very cool. I'm glad they're reconnecting the journey of Rick Grimes from season 1 to season 9. Rick's clearly walking here, and he was on the horse at the end of the opening minutes. So how does Rick lose the horse? I think Rick falls off the horse, and the horse gets devoured by walkers, as we have seen a lot of connections with the horse from season 1 to season 9, where the horse kind of bucked around the walkers and Rick kind of fell off. And the more you think about it, you see a pilot episode connection with season 1, episode 1, and season 9, episode 4, and I guess season 9, episode 5, which is pretty cool, and I'm glad they're doing that. Rick is clearly leading the walkers to the bridge. Rick is on foot there and bleeding profusely. So I would assume he gets off the horse, gets away from the cabin after getting off the rebar and getting on the horse. So where'd the horse go? I'm sure it's gone bye-bye. But Rick probably collapses after his journey from being on the rebar, got on the horse, to the shack, to the bridge. He's lost a lot of blood. I wonder how much time has passed. Several minutes have gone by, but that much blood loss is going to take its toll on Rick. The hallucinations and the connections coming there are pretty cool. I like the storytelling of it. I like connecting the dots, and it's just a shame because it's Rick's final episode. Daryl has his knives out, so I'm assuming he's taking care of the walkers or doing something around the bridge. Enid is probably going to be the factor that I want to talk about next, because Enid was seen at the campsite. Enid was there. Her first day on the job, she amputated Aaron's arm. Can she save Rick? Anything is possible, but I would think Siddiq, who's probably at Alexandria, far away, is the guy to save Rick. He can't patch Rick up, which is pretty interesting that he saved Negan's life, but he won't be able to save Rick's life. Pretty terrible, but that's what happens in The Walking Dead. And maybe Rick gets on the helicopter and he's saved. But why would Rick never come back? If this is his last episode, that means final, complete, never coming back. And I just don't see him ever leaving Judith and Michonne. I think Rick dies, and hopefully he's buried somewhere. And I would think he's buried at Alexandria next to Carl. That would make the most sense. And the word is that we're going to get a potential time jump in episode 906. Episode 905 is this Sunday, the last Rick episode. Episode 906 is rumored to have a time jump of 5 to 6 years from the spoiling sites, not Angela Kang or AMC, so it still might not happen. But what if Eugene and Rosita are coming down the ditch and Eugene has a shovel, I believe that's what he was carrying there, and they were burying Rick? It's just a possibility. Maybe we get a time jump and it's not plausible, but I just hope it makes sense. Whatever happens to Rick in episode 905, I'm going to continue watching. I love the show. I love what they're doing this season. It's great. It's a shame that Rick is going to be gone one way or another because it's his last episode. Last, final, no more, kaput. That sucks. But it just is going to be that way. And a lot of people got to believe it till they see it. I do too. I want to see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. What will happen? How will it happen? We got to wait to this Sunday, but we're getting close, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Post your comments below. Like, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel or you haven't hit that subscribe button, please join our Walking Dead family here at the PT channel. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it.